back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Mariagguerra. Today I'm here to do a video that is a little bit different from my usual videos. So basically today's video is going to be about social media, as you can tell from the title below. This is based on my opinion, my personal experience on TED Talks I've watched, videos from other YouTubers that I have watched, articles I read. And I just felt like I should make a video about it because I've been thinking about this for so long, and I just felt like I could give my opinion. Also, I want to say that in my opinion, not everything related with social media is bad, and social media is not like the worst thing in the world. Social media has a lot of positive things, like for example, if you're an entrepreneur or if you're like promoting a business, you need social media, and social media is a business for a lot of us. But social media also has some negative things, and that's what I will be focusing on today. But that doesn't mean that it doesn't have good things, because it has. So basically, if you look around, almost everything you see is social media related. And also illnesses like stress, anxiety, and depression are growing, and the numbers have escalated. I'm not saying that all of these illnesses are related to social media, but a lot of them are, and when social media is not used in the right ways, that can happen. So when we face these facts, we should ask ourselves, is social media hurting my mental health? How would you feel if you were told that you couldn't use your social media accounts for 1 week, and they wouldn't be gone, they would still be there, but you just couldn't open the app? You probably would say you wouldn't do it, and I don't blame you. I mean, I'm not really in a position to blame you. But this is a great example of addiction. I mean, something funny happens, we go on social media and post it. Sometimes we even make this stupid thing. Like, let's say one of our friends did something really hilarious, but we couldn't record it because we weren't ready. And so what do? We ask our friend to repeat that so we can record it and post it on like Instagram, Snapchat. And isn't that stupid? But I mean, I'm not gonna blame you too. First thing you do when you wake up in the morning, social media. Last thing you do before you go to bed, social media. I mean, this is getting really, really addictive. Illnesses like depression are sometimes caused because people can't stop comparing themselves to others, and so they start feeling worthless. But there's also something people forget really frequently. People also show online what they want us to see. You look at someone's social media accounts and you start feeling, oh my god, this person has a perfect life. This is the perfect feed. And to be honest, that does not completely mean that. That person just shows what wants to be seen by the others, Perfect lives don't exist, and it's impossible and unfair to compare our lives to others, because what we see on social media, it's so superficial. I mean, it's just images, and sometimes, okay, it can be tweets, but that person is just writing what it wants you to see. Another opinion that I have, and I feel like a lot of people also share this opinion, is that social media brings a lot of loneliness. So sometimes we prefer to be connected online, but we forget to connect with people that are around us. And it's true that social media connects people, but again, isn't that superficial? How many times do we use social media to not feel awkward? Let's just say you're waiting for your food and you haven't ordered, so you're just waiting. And you just start feeling kind of awkward because you're just standing there doing nothing. So you just pick up your phone and you start scrolling on social media. And sometimes you don't even care of what you're doing, because you're really doing nothing. But you're just kind of like trying to avoid, like social contact, because you don't want to feel awkward to show that you're alone. But I mean, you're still alone in the end, because you're not connecting with someone. I mean, sometimes you can be like answering your friend or sending like a Snapchat, whatever. I mean, who told you that you could not make a friend? Like you could be there and someone would just say hi, and like, I don't know, maybe that would be kind of awkward, but like, I don't think that's so weird, to be honest. Also, we are the product. I remember that in some articles that I read, they refer to this. And if something is free, like Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, then if it's free, we are not the customers, because someone has to pay for that, you know? And we are not paying money. We might be paying in our mental health, but we aren't paying money. But someone is paying money. And who is? The advertisers. So the advertisers, they are the customers, but us, we are the product, you know? With the data we create, these social media websites are selling us to the advertisers, and that's simple as that. And I feel like I should also give you like an example of my life. Some month ago, I started feeling that something wasn't okay, and I was feeling completely invaded by social media. And I'm not a celebrity, you know, but I was just feeling that my privacy was being kind of invaded. And I wasn't liking that at all. I was just feeling suffocated, and I wanted my life to be as low-key as possible. And I didn't know how to do it, but I wanted to make it instantly. I just wanted to have a low-key life. Okay, so I'm going to give you an example. Let's just say that you have a boyfriend now, a boyfriend, girlfriend, you're dating, and you start posting pictures of each other, and that's completely fine. If you don't want to post, that's fine too, but like normally we tend to do that. And when something really great happens, you tend to post that on social media. But now let's just say you guys break up, and you go on social media and you subtweet each other. You start throwing shade, spilling some tea, and people notice that. But you can be like me. You can be someone like me that prefers to not do that, or at least I try to not do that, you know. And so I just stop posting things at all. But people will notice that too, because people remember the times that you both used to post things. And now they see that there's no more updates. There's no more updates of your relationship, and people always want to know that. And so they will come to you and they start asking you what happened. To be honest, they don't really want to know if you're okay. I mean, if they are your friends or if they have good intentions, okay, they might just want to know how are you, and if you need something, you know, that's great. But majority of people just want to know what happened, and they don't really care about how do you feel. And I'm being honest, because I've been there. And so yeah, you just came to the realization that people just want to know what happened, and your life is not that private as you thought it was. And that kind of sucks. That kind of sucks. And now, because of all of these things that I've talked, I want to tell you what I did. And I want to share with you my social media detox, and yeah, how can we change this? So basically, I'm not going to tell you to delete all of your social media accounts, because if you don't feel like doing it, don't do it. But why not start by deleting one of them or deactivating one of them? Maybe the one that exposes you more, or the one you use less. So you just decide which one you would prefer to let go. So other thing that you can do, or at least I did it, is to delete some of your pictures. I mean, you don't have to do this, but I was going through my Instagram account and I just realized that I had so many pictures. I had like 300 pictures, and I was just looking at them like, why am I sharing this? Like, I don't even am friends with this person anymore. I mean, I'm not saying that you have to delete your pictures with your ex-boyfriend because you guys broke up. No, I mean, if you want to keep them there, you just keep them. But I just felt this is not related with a boyfriend. This is like related to my life in general. I just felt like I was showing too much. And in fact, maybe I wasn't showing too much. I just felt like, I need more privacy. This is a bad thing, because now I'm always looking at my Instagram account and I'm like, oh, this is not necessary. And yeah, that's kind of difficult to stop. I went from 300 pictures to like 80, 70, I'm not even sure. And with this example, I also want to mention that now before I post something, I'm like, is this really necessary? Like, do people really care about it? And I don't want you guys to get me wrong, because you don't have to do things just because others want to see. No. But I just felt like okay, this was great, I can keep it to myself, or I can show my friends, or I can post it online even, I mean, whatever. But I just felt like, okay, so this is the last thing, and maybe the most important one, or at least I feel like for me it was. I was feeling that I was spending a lot of time on my social media, and I felt like instead of being watching stories, I could be spending time with my family, I could be reading a book, watching a movie, running, going to the gym, whatever. I just felt like I could be doing a bunch of things that I wasn't doing because I was spending so much time on social media. And so I decided to, I don't want no one to get hurt, but I decided to mute a lot of stories and even posts. Because I just felt like, it's not that I don't like this person, but I'm spending so much time watching their stories. I mean, our brains are just capturing a lot of unnecessary things, and we could be doing other things, like I said before. And I just felt like, you know, I can live without it. And I mean, if you're my friend, I will be hanging out with you as usual, and I will want to know what's going on with your life and stuff like that. But I just felt like, you know, one thing is like a really close friend, but if it's a really close friend, they will tell you what they're doing, you know, or not. There's different situations, but I just felt like I'm spending so much time for nothing, and I really don't want no one to get hurt by this, because I obviously didn't unfollow like my best friends, and I obviously still care for people. I just felt like I needed my privacy and my space, and I even blocked and blocked some people because they used to be toxic people in the past, and I felt like, well, this person doesn't deserve to know how I'm doing now. I mean, it doesn't make sense, you know. This is just how I feel towards social media these days, and I just felt like I should share my opinion, or that I could share my opinion. And I want to thank you guys for watching this video. I will link some articles and TED Talks and videos that I've watched, so you guys can watch them too. Again, I don't want to hurt anyone or whatever. I don't think that makes sense, because this is something I did because of me, not because of you. I think we have to consider if our life is really being affected by social media or not, and some people think that's okay, and if they think, that's fine. I mean, I'm not gonna judge that. This is just the way I feel. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. This is just me talking, but that's pretty much it. I hope it was helpful, and or maybe not really helpful, but I hope you like to hear my ideas. So yeah, I will see you in my next one. Bye.